Hi everybody, it's Maria, and today I'm doing a mini review of Undivided, a Muslim daughter, her Christian mother, and their path to peace by Patricia Raybon and Alena Raybon. This book was great, and if you are a person who is trying to work on reconciliation between different religions, different races, parents and struggles with that, this is a great read. I especially recommend it if you are trying to have a better grasp of understanding the similarities and the differences between Muslim and Christian culture. It was a very honest look at how to navigate a relationship that is strained because two people believe very passionately about something. So that could be a political thing, that could be a religious thing. And honestly, right now, I feel like everybody has that, right? The world is so divided right now, and it's so frustrating to try and figure out how to take somebody you love and respond to them without offending them, without judging them, while also staying true to yourself. And I really, really can't recommend this book enough because it did a great job. One of the things that I really took away, and I'm not going to tell you tons about the things, because I think it's more powerful if you read it for yourself. But one of the things that I really took away is that Patricia, the mom, talks about how as parents, we invest so much into our kids that we kind of expect a return. And I kind of read that and I let it sit with me for a bit, because there are so many times where, especially lately, where I'm expecting my kids to say thank you for spending all day outside getting sunburned with them. And thank you, Mom, for getting the things that I liked at the store and maybe trying to make them happy. There have been so many times lately where I feel like I'm putting all my energy in and I'm not getting a lot of respect or kindness back. And while, yes, your kids do need to respect you and all that stuff, and they do most of the time, as parents, we are never, ever going to get a return on what we put in. Not really, because they won't know what we put in. They don't understand. Even when they're parents, you know, they're still not going to have a different outlook on it. I don't know how much my parents spent on me doing things or what they gave up so I could personally, whether it was time or money or energy, any of that stuff, I don't know. But Patricia talks about how we will pour all of ourselves into these kids, and then when they grow up, sometimes they will choose something differently than we would choose for them. So it's not necessarily about the Muslim or the Christian aspect, although that's definitely covered, and I appreciate that I learned a lot about some similarities. I didn't realize that the Noah story and some of the Christian staple stories are also part of the Muslim tradition. I knew there were some, like with the Abraham connection and things, but there were so many similar things that are told just slightly differently. And I think it would behoove us as people to learn more about each other. It's the one thing that I've been trying to work on, and I would love for other people to join that, because we need a lot more empathy and understanding. She talks about trying to maybe come up with a prayer that both families would feel comfortable with when they were together. She talks about how important it is to sometimes just say, does this feel weird for you? Does this feel awkward for you? I'm trying not to offend you, but I don't want to say the wrong thing, which is why sometimes I don't say anything. She talks about at Christmas time when she knows her parents want to do the presents and they don't do the presents, and how family holidays change differently when you approach it from such a different angle. And I just really, really recommend this. It's not very long. I think it was about 250 pages. Yeah, 230. So yes, if you are curious, which I think most of us should be, pick up this book and read more books like it. I would love to see more books on the market where two people are talking about having a loving relationship coming from different angles. I love books like that. So Undivided, I highly recommend. And again, some really good suggestions, whether you read the book or not. If you feel like you're going to offend somebody, tell them that you really care about them and you're really hoping not to, but you have some honest questions. The more similarities we find between each other, the better off we are. So if there's something you can agree on with somebody, use that, whether it is a familiar story or theme. I know the golden rule is familiar in so many different world religions, and people don't realize that. We actually have a plaque that has all the different golden rule variations on it. There's so many common threads in the human experience to draw on, and instead of pulling apart, let's use those threads to kind of sew us up together and be a better community. So I really appreciated this book, and go ahead and read it. So Undivided by Patricia Raybon and Alena Raybon. So yes, talk to you all later.